Everybody, welcome to another reviews. Today we are reviewing a belt, and this is a very cheap belt, but it's not a total loss, and I'm going to explain why. So this is a PETAC gear MOLLE belt system. This is a replica of the Crye Precision Modular Riggers belt system, or modular belt system, and I took a total chance on this because it was $20. Saw it on Amazon, and I was just like, 20 bucks. Yeah, fuck it, let's check it out. So I've seen this before. It was like 60 bucks-ish, 50 bucks-ish, something like that. And I was like, nah, no. That's too much for that, what that is. But then I saw it on sale for like 60% off, and I was like, fuck it, I got 20 bucks. So I picked it up because I figured I would do a review of this thing so you guys out there would know if it's worth it. I am not 100% sure if it's worth it, but I'm not going to say it totally isn't. But what I will say is for 20 bucks, you can't go wrong because it's got a lot of potential to be pretty cool, but it would take some work. So this is a multi-systemed belt, quote unquote, from PETAC. It is made of Cordura, according to them. Their tag says Cordura, but I mean, you could put this on anything. It's got a tag on the inside of the belt too, which I'll show you in a second, says Cordura. This is one of the belts that it comes with. I think this thing is garbage. I don't like it. It's kind of wonky and funky. It's just, I got the extra large thinking it would be a little big. Actually doesn't really even fit all that great. I don't like how this is. So when you get this all cinched down, it comes down. It's supposed to cinch in. But check this out. So this is weird as shit. So when you get this on, it does this shit. Even if it's through all my belt loops, I guarantee it still kind of did this and moved around, and that's not comfortable and that's not cool, and I don't like it. I don't think it's very stable. It's not sewn all that great. It is a piss poor copy of the Crye design. I don't know if the Crye had the same issues, but you know that old saying, if you can't tie a knot, tie a lot. Well, theirs is, if you can't do a stitch, well, just stitch the living shit out of everything, and that's kind of what they did. It's decently stiff, but kind of dumb stiff. It wouldn't be comfortable to wear as an inner belt. I have a TYR inner belt that's Velcro that is loop lined like this. That's very stiff, but is way more comfortable feeling than this was. So I would say if you were to get this, bend this fucking thing and get another Velcro inner belt. If you already have another Velcro inner belt, then even better. But bend this goddamn thing, get another Velcro inner belt. It's worth the extra money because this was only going to be 20 bucks anyway. And save yourself the hassle and the nightmare of this stupid, piss poor fucking inner belt. This thing is garbage. Get rid of that. Just for reference, this is the TYR I already have. As you can see, it is very stiff, but it is comfortable, it's easy to use, and there's no buckles or anything. It's just Velcro. So much better, and it will work with this, so I'm going to use this. All right, the belt itself, it is a 3-celled system, like MOLLE. You've got a panel on the left, a panel at the rear, and a panel on the right. The entire inside, as you can see, is lined with hook Velcro. Yeah, that's why I was trying to use the labeling in here. You got Cordura label, supposedly. It looks like real Cordura, I'm not going to lie. It does look like 500. Feels like 500. PETAC gear label. And then it says it's extra large, because that's what I picked up. It's a little big, but in a good way. It actually meets out where it needs to be. If I was to get just a little smaller, which I probably will over the next few months, this will still fit, so it's not too bad. I'm not too worried about it. If I was to get substantially smaller, it might not fit anymore. But it was 20 bucks, so I don't care. Cool part is, I like the bottom pass-throughs for hanging like a pistol, which I already got a holster on here to show you. That is kind of neat. The webbing here, it's not real. It's fake webbing, but that's not a deal breaker by any means. The only part that's going to make that suck is if you wanted to pick this up for duty use, that is probably not IR treated, so I would be very hesitant for that purposing. For Airsoft, all day long. Pretty cool, pretty nice. The inner belt is also made of webbing. It's like 1.5 inch webbing, 1.75 ish. And it's not very sturdy. It's very like, crush it. It's not the worst hanging a pistol off of the belt, the holster, but as you can see, it's already pulling it out of the inside of there, and it's already twisting and moving. So I put a handgun in here, which I'm about to do and show you. And I've got this Velcroed on. It's going to start kind of flopping out of the bottom. You see that? It's going to pull out. It's just not rigid. And that sucks. So in all their descriptions, they kind of show guys running holsters. And I'm like, yeah, I was skeptical. And as soon as I got this in my hands and I felt that, I was like, yeah, nah, that's not going to work. So that's another thing I would consider switching out if you do get this, is getting some sort of, if you already have one laying around, a Cobra buckle rigger's belt and running it inside of here, especially if it's a standard rigger's belt size. You should be able to do that with no issues. And then you've got this MOLLE panel basically over top of it. And that would give you a more rigid platform to run holsters from on the belt. So overall, I think the design is pretty cool. I think it's going to be a fun little belt to run with and set up. It's just going to take some work to make it a little more reasonable and a little more functional. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. It does have these 2 loops on the inside here, right here. So if you wanted to, you could put a inner belt and then just permanently Velcro it in. So like if I really was so inclined, I could Velcro this belt in place in here and just have this on as a stiffener. I don't know why you would though. It's kind of pointless. The whole kind of idea is to be able to Velcro this in place over top of your pant belt and then take this off. It's kind of don it off and take your first line on and off easily, but not infect your pants, and have your gun and all your load to be able to just kind of come and go and not have to like take your inner belt off. That's kind of the whole point of this. So I don't know. Pick your poison. It might be good. It might be bad. It's all kind of just hit or miss on what you like and what you don't like. I'm definitely going to give it a try and see if I can take this cheap $20 PETAC and make it better, and see if I can do it in such a way as to make it still cost effective, as to not have just gone with, I don't know, let's say like a Crye gun belt or something. That's kind of a project now, and I will keep you guys in a loop as it goes and make more follow-on videos to show you, I guess, Project PETAC. So there you go. Hope you guys got something out of this. Final thought, for 20 bucks as a project belt, worth it. For 20 bucks as a standalone belt for you, might be worth it. Your mileage may vary. I personally did not like the inner belt. I thought it was trash. It might work perfectly fine for you. For my bigger dudes, I don't think this is the way to go unless you're going to, like I said, make it a project belt and ditch the inner belt, put a different inner belt in, and then play with it. For my smaller guys out there, it might work really good for you. It's not big boy friendly, I'll put it that way. Overall though, for the price, it's kind of cool and it's probably worth picking up just to fuck with. But if it was at full price, the 49 or whatever, 50 bucks, I wouldn't recommend this at all. I would say stay away from it and just get something else. That's what I got, guys. Hope you got something out of this. YouTube thinks you would enjoy this video, which is my most recent. I think you would enjoy this video over here. And if you haven't subscribed already, you can hit this button and go ahead and do that. Because if you liked this video and this content, I think you'll like the rest of it. As always, thanks to my subs. You guys are what keeps this channel running. And I appreciate all of you. Until the next video, take care, LARP hard, and I'll see you guys on the field.